Doing stoichiometric calculations, the numbers that you just obtained. We said that if you produce 80 grams of oxygen, you're going to produce 97.4 grams of sodium chloride. Fantastic. And in a perfect world, that's exactly what you would produce. Exactly. These are ideal stoichiometric calculations. They assume that everything is perfect, everything runs exactly the way it's supposed to. You don't make any mistakes. There are no little contaminants in any of your reagents that cause side reactions and use up your reactants. In the real world, that is not how it happens. In the real world, you have lab error. You have loss, you have side reactions. When we are doing these calculations, the number you get is always what should happen in a perfect world. Okay? If any of you go on to take college chemistry, and if anybody's doing a chem major, chem minor, chem engineering, biology or biochem, any of those, you will probably have to take a class called quantitative analysis. Quantitative chemistry deals with what? Numbers, measurements. So quantitative chemistry is basically chapter 9 stoichiometry for a whole 16 weeks. And it is brutally intense. It's very high-level stoichiometry, and it's a huge lab component. And the guy who teaches it at YSU, you run your labs. If you have more than, what is it, like 0.02% error, you rerun the lab until you get it under that amount of error. Again, and again, and again, and again. And I've known people who spent 30 hours a week in the lab when they were taking quant. It's brutal. It's miserable. Cool class. So we are talking about the best case scenario, ideal, perfect world conditions when you get a number. That's what you would expect to get. So we've done some practice. We're going to do more practice. Once you finish this practice sheet, which is homework for tomorrow, I'll pull out another practice sheet and we'll just keep practicing. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit conceptually. Well, let's see. No. You know what? We're not. We're not. So, I want you to practice the rest of today on these problems. I will actually give you one more sheet. The reason being, here's what oh, tomorrow I don't have you at all. You're not here. That's so sad. I still have to get up. When you come back on Thursday, you walk in, you will have a FIP quiz on stoichiometry. So you're basically going to have, so what I'll do is I'll give you the other practice sheet now. You'll have today, tonight, tomorrow, while you're sitting around eating bonbons with your feet up and relaxing, to work on some chemistry. And then you should have it pretty well nailed. I'll put the keys on PDWorks. And when you come in Thursday, you'll take your FIP, and then we'll start to talk about limiting reagents in the second half Thursday. How does that sound? Both practice sheets do Thursday, yes. And again, just like I've done with the rest of the practice sheets, I'm not going to go through and grade these. The keys will be up. I'll expect that you have checked them yourselves because it's for your own good. You know, you could decide not to check them and just do them all wrong, but that would be really silly. So, okay, that's what we're doing.